Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet, as we are back here for NCAA 14, and this is the Road to Glory with Myles Marvel, as we're back for episode number 12, and we're going to check out and see round 2 of the Nebraska high school playoffs, as this week we're going to be taking on Scottsbluff. We're currently 8-1 for the season. This is the first time we've seen this team. Now, this is the first time I know anything about this team, but I know that they have a pretty good squad. They have a squad that's pretty much run like, I believe, a pro-style offense. And of course, we'll see if we can try to stop this juggernaut who's been just mowing down teams left and right, both in the regular season and in these playoffs. So, Marvel's in action here today. We'll try to see what he can do, as he is going to be up here, and we'll try to see if we can try to slow down this ball club. I believe they are I believe they are the Scottsbluff Bombers. So we'll see now, 1st and 10 there from Marvel, as he makes a nice pass. Of course, last week against Belleville, he had a really excellent game there, even though he did give up 3 picks and of course a fumble. For the most part here, he's been playing pretty solid, and this team overall is really playing pretty solid there. They did give up 7 points last week, but that was pretty much garbage time football there, as some of the second string guys came in for the Packers, especially there on defense. And so they gave up a little bit of something there, but for the most part, for the most important, the 3 quarters there, they were very solid, and were able to dominate against those Gophers. So we're trying to see if we can do the same thing against the Bombers this week. And the rumor has it these guys are not a team to play around with here. Don't keep them in the game, because if you do, bad things can happen. And as you see, another first down, 17-yard reception there from Ning, as he is there now inside of the 10 now for the Packers, and they're in Bombers territory. And of course, Marvel's, you see there his list of schools kind of starting to get expanded here, and he's still has several months, I believe another 3 or 4 months still left to make decisions here. But his most important thing is for him just to play some good football, show the schools what he is made of, and maybe try to get some new schools there to start opening their eyes and maybe take a second look at him. Now, most of these offers that he's getting here are there are a couple one-string opportunities here, so he can come in there and start right off the bat. Others are letting him know straight up, hey, you may have to sit out a season, or maybe get redshirted and just hold a clipboard for a while and see and just kind of get used to the what kind of offense we run, and get to know the system some, and then you'll start your sophomore year as the guy. We'll see a pass there to Wes Becker, who gets the catch, 19 yards on that play. And of course, talking to Myles about this, he said, in some cases he's willing to do that. Some programs, but he deep down inside, he wants to go somewhere that he knows he can make an impact. He wants to go somewhere small, somewhere that he knows he can feel like he can make a difference, be a difference maker. Not the difference maker, but a difference maker for the ball club. So, he's a smart kid. He knows that, he understands there's no I in team, but at the same time, he wants to play somewhere. He wants to play for a coach that's smart, intelligent, just like him, and gets the idea of football, gets the idea of teamwork, gets the idea of team play, getting everybody involved, and that's what he wants to do. So Marvel, as they lead, is now 14-0, throws this one there to Gio, one of his other favorite targets he likes to throw to, for a nice first down. At least I asked him in our last sit-down interview about about playing football in the next level. I asked him about, is Michael going to go with him to a school with him, somewhere in the future, and because they're best friends. They've been, childhood best friends for years. Even though I believe Michael is a junior, and of course Marvel is a senior. The two have been best friends for several years now, and stemming back from I believe kindergarten or preschool or something like that. And he was honest. He's like, hey, I talked to Mike about it, and he knows Mike has to, is going to be here for at least for another year, because he's a junior. But he told him, hey, if he decides to go where he's going, he wants his best friend to be there, and that's one of his favorite targets, one of his security blankets. When it comes to football, there he knows where Michael's at, pretty much at all times on the field. So, for the most part here, he says, he's all up for it. But at the same time, he's up to meeting new people and seeing who other talent out there, because he knows he's not. He may have talent, but he knows he's not the only talent out there. He wants to play around other talented people just like himself. So, Myles is ready, and he seems to know what he wants here. And of course, his the signing day, like I said, or like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be several months from now. But right now, he's got to be worried about what he can do on the field right now to set himself up to have a signing day that he wants to have, and make, most importantly, win a championship here. So that would be nice on his resume there, and he puts another touchdown on the board there, makes it now 21-0 here in the first quarter. So already the first quarter looking very bad now for Scottsbluff, as they have not scored just yet. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. That one's going to get picked off by Chambers, and Chambers is going to try to take it back for a pick six, but he is going to get tackled. So they end up taking that turnover there, and they make some points out of it now, 21-7. So we start having a ball game here again. Start of the second quarter here. Marvel's going to run this one here off to the side there, to the left or to the right-hand side. That one's going to Australian. Australian's going to take this one down here. He is by himself. No one's going to be able to get to him until finally they get to him there inside the 20. Huge play there. Nice run there, as he is a senior. Of course, we'll find out, see where he's going. He's got a couple offers to several schools, but he's talking about saying he might go to the JUCO level. Him and Neem are both seniors this year, and they're thinking about going to the JUCO level and playing, doing the kind of the buddy system there. So we'll have to see where they go off to in a couple of years. Like I said, they're going to, I believe the JUCO level, they're going to play in the state of, they got a couple offers there in the state of Kansas, also in the state of Mississippi also. So we'll see where they'll happen to go there. And I believe, I'm looking at the list right here too. Also, they're right there in Nebraska. I believe University of Nebraska, Omaha there. So they'll be right there at home for the Mavericks there. And so they got some options there to play on the JUCO level or even on the D2 level. Marvel here is going to try to run this one here. Breaks a tackle. No, actually breaks two tackles. And he gets a gain of 9 on the play. So nice run there from him, as that's what a lot of the coaches around the nation are kind of clamoring at here. Seeing why he is such a specimen out there when it comes to the game of football, just like his brother. But of course, a lot of people are saying he has a stronger arm and of course a better intelligence than his brother when it comes to that position. We'll see now, 1st and 10, 28-7. As we have 5:23 left here in the second quarter there. That one's getting thrown there. Nice strike there on that pass there to Craig, and that's a 12-yard reception. But now Craig over 140 yards now, and only about 4 or 5 catches here to him. So he's having an excellent day here, and that's going to look really nice. Nice patting some stats there for him. See this one going up the middle there. That's going to be broken away there. I don't know what Marvel was thinking on that one. He thought he could thread a needle in that situation, but that is not a good one on his half. On his half there, as that one gets broken away. So 2nd and 10. Marvel drops back in the pocket with 5 minutes left here in the second quarter, and that he almost breaks a tackle there, but then 2 more purple shirts there Corey Randolph there comes up and gets a sack, pushes them back another 10. So it's 3rd and 10 for the Packers. Still 28-7, a 3-possession lead. Marvel drops back deep in the pocket here. He's going to scramble here, trying to get the first down with his legs, and that is not going to be enough there. He gets 9 on the play, and that'll put him at a 4th and 11. So after that, looks like Scottsbluff couldn't do anything there on that turnover after that punt there. So we'll see the ball back now with the Packers as Marvel's going to run this one down the field, and that's going to get out of bounds as he gets a gain of 8 there on the ground. 2nd and 2. Marvel has a man in motion here. Marvel dropping back here in the pocket. Oh, he's going to have to scramble here. He's got some good blocking. He does get enough there for the first as he gets 3 yards on that carry. So Marvel here look like in this drive here, and these actually last 2 drives now, he's been trying to utilize his legs a little bit more here, trying to get some rushing yards there. That one gets picked off, and that's another interception there from Chambers, as that is going to push him now a 3rd turnover now here in this one. Not a good day now for Marvel. Things are starting looking pretty ugly here. Scottsbluff again cannot get the turnover there they had on to points. We'll see Allstrain there trying to break a tackle, but gets out of bounds. Gets 13 yards on the reception for the first. So we'll go to another 1st and 10 for Marvel, as there's 1:50 left here in the first half. Marvel dropping back in the pocket here. He throws this one up there. That's going to be caught. And Ning is going to get this one for a 15-yard reception for a first down. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Marvel and the Packers. 28-7 as gets hit as he throws there. Going to be an incomplete pass as he has 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in today's game. So Scottsbluff is doing a pretty good job here, putting some pressure on him, breaking through that, penetrating that offensive line of the Packers. And so throw this one up the middle there to Gio, and Gio always there, gets the catch, and that's going to be a first down. So another first down here, opportunity now for the Packers, trying to get another score here and try to make it a 4-possession lead, as they currently are 3 scores now. Marvel throws this one up there. That is going to be, easily could have been picked off by Jeremiah Kent, but Kent will not come down with it, and that'll be an incomplete pass. So 3rd and 1 for the Packers. As you see, Marvel's going to call a read option there, and he's going to get enough there for the first, as he does get that 1 yard they need, and that'll be a 1st and 10 Pack. So now 1st and 10 inside the 15 now. We'll see Marvel here calling an audible here. He's audible in a couple plays. He doesn't like what he's seeing from the defense. He's going to scramble here, do a bootleg here, going to run down the field, and he's going to get to the 1 where he is going to be stopped, but he'll get a gain of 10. So new set of downs, 1st and goal, as we get to just getting close to the 1.5 minute mark here in this one. Marvel trying to at least one more time here make a play and try to get into the end zone here. So throw this one up there to Ning, and Ning will get the catch for 1 yard, and that'll be a touchdown. 5th touchdown of the day there for Myles Marvel, excuse me. And they'll be now 35-7. So 29 seconds left here. It looks like the Packers are going to try and make one more attempt here at the end zone, as Marvel's going to scramble here, and he's going to have to run here, as you see, trying to break off a tackle there, and then he gets pushed there out of bounds, and the clock still runs here. So 2nd and 5, possibly the last play here in the first half. Marvel looking to make a score, try to get at least maybe get a field goal position here. His time's running out now. He's going to have to run this one. He runs in right into his own player, or one of his own teammates there, and that'll be a couple yard, about a gain or two, about a yard or two on that one, and that'll be in the first half. Go to the second half now, it's 3rd quarter. We'll see Marvel here. He gets crushed there on that play, loses 7 there off of Nick Martin, who gets a nice tackle for loss. 2nd and 17. Marvel here, he's going to drop back in the pocket, throws this one up there to Sahara. Gio Sahara gets this one and takes this one down the midfield. Great catch there from him. This kid's going to be amazing in the next level. I think he is just a junior himself there. So they'll have another year with him here in this Packers program. As we'll go now to a 1st and 10. Marvel drops back, throws this one to Gio again, and Gio gets another couple of yards there to get him close to a first. 2nd and 1. Marvel looking like man on fire here. Can't really do too wrong here as he's going to run here this one. They get a good blocking there, and he's going to be taken there at the 35. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Packers. Scottsdale's really having some trouble. They've only scored 1 so far here off of a converting the turnover to points. And so far they have not been able to score it on their own, as Westbecker gets the catch there for a 6-yard reception, as he has now 30 yards for the game. 3rd and 1 for Myles Marvel and the Packers. As Myles here under center. Looks like they could try to keep this one on the ground. They're in the I formation. We'll see here. That's one's going to hand off to Alex Howell, and Alex there gets enough, just enough there for the first, as he gets 4 yards on that carry. So 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. And if they have anything, if they have their way here, they can run the clock here in this quarter here and score, and then have the 2nd string come back out here, and they're in the 4th quarter. That's going to be a fumble, but it's going to go out of bounds. So the Packers hold on to it. Thank goodness no one else was there. So we'll see a 3rd and 9 now for the Packers, as Marvel here tries to maybe do a little too much here. They still lead this one here 35-7, so he could be on cruise control. We'll see what he does here in this one. He throws this one to Westbecker, Michael Westbecker, his buddy, his bro, his pal. And that's a nice reception there for first. As we take a look at the replay here, nice throw, nice catch from Marvel to Westbecker. 1st and goal, as we'll see, 4:23 left here in the 3rd quarter. That is going to be caught there by Ning, as that's going to be a 6-yard reception, and that's a huge 1st down. Nice job. As we go on now to a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. As we'll see, this one could be a run here. See Alex Howell in the backfield there. They got the fullback out there, so this could be a nice run here, maybe on the outside. I would say probably on the right-hand side. They're lined up here. No, Howell's going to go to the left-hand side, and somehow he gets pushed into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. And it's now a 42-7 ball game. Now 3:12 left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they'll do now on this drive as Myles drops back here, throws this one to Alex, and nice hands there from Alex. You know, we've seen him several times this season getting thrown that ball in that exactly that play right there, and he drops it many times. But there, he does a great job here of holding on to the football. So 3rd and 2, Packers trying to look for that here for the 1st down here near midfield. Hand this off to Howell, and Howell gets another 1st down there on the ground with the 4 yards there he needs. So 6 carries, 21 yards now for Howell. Of course, a touchdown there for him. A nice rushing touchdown. Not a bad day. Could get better. Still a minute 50 left here in the 3rd quarter. Marvel calling an audible here. Changing up the line here. Letting the line know that there's a change in the play. Marvel throws this one up the middle there to Gio, and Gio makes a great catch there for the 1st down. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Packers. So here we are now. Packers going for it again. Here now, 1st and 10. 42-7 is your ball game. Bombers really not being too dominant here as they have been in the last couple of weeks here. I think they might have found their maker here in this one, as they're not able to really do too much here, except for that turnover they turned into points there earlier in this game here. I thought after that we would have a closer game, but that's not the case here. The 2nd and 6 from Marvel, as he is calling an audible here to the line. 2nd and 6, Marvel here trying to confuse the defense here, as he is doing a great job here reading them here today. And we'll see Marvel there throwing that one to Westbecker. Westbecker muscle himself there, but he cannot muscle himself into the end zone as he is just shy of a yard. So here we are now, 1st and goal, ball on the 1-yard line. Marvel here, I formation. You can pretty much call anything in this formation, really. I would be not surprised if he calls Westbecker in this situation here. So Westbecker has a pretty good big body there in the end zone. Westbecker, of course, like I said, he's going to throw to his buddy there. 1-yard touchdown, and that is his 6th touchdown now of the day here for Myles Marvel, as he has 2 interceptions for 4 also today. But yeah, most importantly, those 6 interceptions, or 6 touchdowns, helps them with the lead. And we'll see the rest of the simulation here. And it looks like they start putting their 2nd string in, and the Bombers pick up another touchdown. And they end up coming up short here. But for the Packers, they'll move on now to the 3rd round. And we'll see who they play. Myles, 31 of 39, 460 yards, 6 touchdowns total, with 15 carries of 43 yards. And he is your player of the game. And him and the Pack are now going to move on to the next round. You see there, the player of the game. And now they'll have to get ready for Grand Island, which will be in round 3. So we'll be in the semifinals next week, and we'll see how things go. I know a lot of people are going to be talking about that game there, as Grand Island have only lost a game this season here. And just like Scottsbluff, they are being talked about as one of the heavy contenders, or the contender for the championship, as they won it last season for the state of Nebraska. So we could have a chance here now to defeat last year's champion and try to crown ourselves as this year's champion in that semifinal game. But we have to, just like I said, like Coach Johnson said in the last episode, one game at a time. Just take a look at the team stats there, and a pretty good day. Those interceptions there, you see 2 interceptions, 1 fumble there. But for the most part, hey, we can forget about that and just worry about what's on the scoreboard there. And a great game there from everybody. 59 points there scored from the Packers. So great job there from the offense. Just a well-run offense there. And really, this could be, like I said, this is their year. As you see, Texas Tech is going to be offering him a scholarship there. So the Red Raiders looking at him. Of course, we all know that Pat Mahomes went there. And we could possibly see another great quarterback coming out of that school there, if Myles decides to go there. So another Big 12 school offer there. You see Washington State, Stanford, and Oregon have offered him a scholarship there. So there are 3 Pac-12 schools are looking at him. So there are a lot of schools in the West Coast really trying to pull him that way. And we'll see how things go. But looks like we are going to be, oh no, it's not going to be, it's not Grand Island. It is Omaha Bryant, the Bears. So we'll play them again. Remember, we played them just a couple of weeks ago, and for whatever reason, I think this is an error, but they say they are 9-0, and I know for sure, unless there's another Omaha Bryant school, but as far as I know we beat them, and they are. So really, truly, they should be 8-1 there. Let's just pretend it says 8-1, not 9-0. We'll see them in the 3rd round coming up. And I just see they're 2 down, 2 to go. And we'll see how Myles and the Packers will face these Bears again. Remember, we beat them, and if I'm not mistaken, Myles had a really great game there. He was pretty untouchable in that one. And we'll see if he can be untouchable again in the next one. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment and share and subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. Also hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel is uploaded. And follow us on our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out on Patreon. We do have a Patreon page, so if you want to be a patron to the channel, be greatly appreciated. And we'll thank you very, very much. There's some good stuff on there that you guys can, if you guys be a part of the Patreon page there to help out the channel. But as always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.